So nice to meet you. I'm Charles. I'm 25 years old, and I'm the founder of Bodyguard, um, a startup company that I found like 4 years ago. We are going to talk of a big societal and social problem, which is toxic comments, cyberbullying, hate online. That can do a lot of damage on the individual's part. We are talking here of about 60 suicides per year. We are talking here of about 50% of children that have been cyberbullied or have already cyberbullied over another child. We are talking here about 4 to 5% of toxic comments online, and all of these have a huge impact on businesses. You can see that user retention and acquisition are harmed by toxic comments. You can see that there is a lot of harm on the user engagement, of the reputation of companies, and all of that is a big problem. So this is why we found Bodyguard, who developed a unique technology which detects toxic comments and protects businesses and individuals from hate online, cyber harassment, and toxic comments. We are now a team of 25 people. The team is managed by Matthew Buta, which is the managing director of Bodyguard. He's an ex-Google, and he sold his company to Groupon. He co-founded CityDeal. And I'm Charles, and I'm the founder of Bodyguard. I didn't do any studies, but I started programmation and coding at the age of 10, actually, and I launched Bodyguard at the age of 21. Let me explain you how our technology works. Basically, we reproduce these steps taken by a human moderator. So first, we receive the command to analyze. Then we are going to pre-process the comments, meaning that we are going to remove all the nice typed word. We are going to remove all typos. We are going to convert emoji to work with a clean comment, exactly what a human could do. Then we are going to look in the comment, in the phrase, and we are going to find if there is some potentially harmful or toxic words or group of words like insult, body shaming, moral or sexual harassment. And then once we've found this word, we are going to do some contextual analysis to determine to whom these words are aimed at. Exactly what a human would do in this situation. And once we've done that, so we found some insult aimed at a specific person, aimed at a group of people, aimed at everyone, aimed at the author of the comment himself, we are going to retrieve all the moderation rules set by our user or client, and we are going to see what we found in this comment, and if there is a match, we are removing the comment. Our technology is currently detecting around 90 to 95% of toxic comments online, for only 2% of false positive rates, for only 2% of errors. Our technology is working with insult, body shaming, frauds, threats, moral and sexual harassment, racism, homophobia. And we update our technology almost daily, and we are really focusing on contextual analysis. And you will understand why a little bit later. We put this technology into two solutions. One B2C solution, which is a mobile app, and I'm going to talk about that just after. And we put also this technology into a B2B solution for businesses. So we developed a free mobile app called Bodyguard that protects individuals from cyberbullying in real time on their social network. This is 100% free, and all of our users are really satisfied. And we are protecting right now about 60,000 people from cyberbullying here in Europe. We have a huge growth, and our technology works, of course, in 5 different languages, which is French, English, to dyslexia online communities, to focus on their positive instruction, to increase their user retention and to increase their user retention and acquisition, and to grow a healthy community. This technology used almost everywhere right now. We use this technology, and our clients use this technology on social platforms like Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, Facebook. We have a lot of clients on the gaming industry that use our technology to protect their mobile app, their platform. Our technology can be used in media, in sports, for brands and influencers, and a lot of software providers do resell our technology. We launched this product now 4 months ago in January 2021, and we focus on 4 industries. We focus on gaming, on new media, on sport, and on brands and influencers. Right now, in France, we signed the top 3 clients in each of these categories. For gaming, we work with Powder, who have about 3 to 4 million users right now in Europe. So this is like the Instagram for gaming, and they use Bodyguard technology to protect their user. So each time a new user posts a comment in their mobile application, they analyze it with our technology, and we tell them, okay, you should post this comment or you should remove this comment. We also work with Brut, the biggest new media here in Europe, and we help them moderating and protecting their social network, the Brut Facebook page, the Brut YouTube channels, and we are also protecting their employees, their journalists on their social network thanks to our technology. We also work with like almost all the football clubs here in France, and we help them moderating their social network, and we also help them protecting their player on their social network. And we're also working with a lot of influencers, policymakers, brands. We receive a lot of awards from Forbes, Google, and everyone. We have a lot of nice partners, and we have a huge media coverage here in France, and I hope soon in Europe. And that's it. Thank you for listening. To tell a little bit about Bodyguard right now, we raised 2.5 million euros in October 2019. We are not currently raising money, but we are looking to do our Series A fundraising in September this year, and we hope to raise about $7 to $10 million here in France, Europe, and I hope in the US too, in order to launch all these B2B and B2C products worldwide, and to be able to understand audio, so protecting audio platform from toxic comments, in order to understand and to process images and video, and of course working in like 15 languages.
So thank you for adding that, because that's important to give some context. But for this one, I want to hear what you have to say, Samir.
Sebastian, in fact, I was thinking the other way around. I thought this solution is more from a retail consumer perspective than from enterprise use case, because it kind of helps a particular generation much more, or people who are so much on social media much more, to protect them rather than an organization. I do see some use cases for an organization, but mostly on the consumer side.
I think it's more a marketing thing. Where maybe Charles can explain what you do. You can explain what you do with BNPS in Italy.
Yeah, we developed a solution called Bodyguard for families to alert in real time parents if their child are sending or receiving toxic comments online, and this solution is sold by BNP in Italy right now. I forgot to add something. Sorry about that. We launched this product 4 months ago. We have about MRR of 30 to 40,000 euros right now, and we hope to have a MRR of about 100,000 in September in order to start our Serie A. Another thing, thank you, Samir, for your remark. There is also a huge demand in media. So they have a big toxic comments problem on their platform, like on their website or their Facebook page, and they love Bodyguard to help them moderating this place. There is also a big demands on like what we call custom app here in Bodyguard. To take an example of Powder, which is a gaming app with comments in their platform, they use Bodyguard to protect their user and to moderate their comment section thanks to our API.
So now that's why you were saying that directly an application for HSBC not, but probably if there is a play and BNP wants to use that to address their market, their clients, and say, hey, we are a partner. So I think it's a more marketing approach. So thank you, Samir. Thank you, Charles.
I just wanted to add, I think this can be a good use case or a plugin to the social media platforms themselves. Twitter, Facebook, anyone can have an option to plug this in, and then a corporate or an enterprise can make use of that plugin.
Yeah.
Well, next conversation, Facebook, I guess. Kira.
Can I ask a quick question? How are you thinking about, like, following up on a couple of the previous comments, pricing out the value proposition of this for those platforms, the B2B companies? Like, if you're saying you're helping them, like your value proposition to them is user retention because you're preventing this bullying, have you been able to quantify that in like numbers for the companies that you're talking to?
Unfortunately, not yet. We have 3 packages. First for startups that start at 250 per month. We have another package of around 3,000 to 5,000 per month, where almost all of our clients are. And we have some custom package starting at 20,000 euros and or dollars, and we're talking here about unlimited requests. Access to our technology, but we did not quantify the user acquisition and retention right now. Something good for us is that big force company are improving the technology, and now users are becoming more and more confident and used to be protected by this technology. So this is becoming a standard. So anyway, a new platform is launching, a new social network is launching a product where there is comment in it. Now user tends to be protected from toxic comments. So exactly like HD content right now, any new platform have to have like a technology to moderate.
Yeah, so they're looking at their competition and saying, oh, they have that. Yeah. We need to have that in order to maintain. Okay.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
We have a question from Judy in the chat. Is that what Podium does with reputation repair? So do you consider Podium as a competitor? So companies from Salt Lake City?
Yeah, not really, because we are not really in the EU reputation sector. We are more in the moderation protection and not on the EU reputation side. We are retrieving comments and we are deleting comments in real time. So we are doing some real protection here, and we are doing some proactive work.
Moderation.
And not some curative moderation or cleaning or anything.
And it's a lot about cyberbullying, which could be a segment of reputation, but it's also a lot on B2C or B2B2C. We talked about schools, we talked about universities. We see a market in the US, not the same in Europe, not the same budgets in Europe too. Can you add anything on that or any comments on that, anyone? Charles?
Sorry, what was the question?
Oh,
I was reading.
Education space, in high schools, universities, we see a market in the US, we see the budgets for that. What do you know about Europe? I think it's less a topic, less budgets, or working directly with ministries from different countries. That could be a way. What is your say on that, or anybody else, like Kira working with UC Berkeley? Is that a topic, a university addressing that topic directly and proposing a solution? I picked you because you just talked with Charles, but do you have anything to say, Charles and Kira?
University and school in Europe does not have a lot of money compared to US, but we are working with a lot of ministry around Europe, in Belgium and in France, in order to propose Bodyguard in a lot of school here in France and in Belgium. But right now we are doing that for free because we are a social company, and this is a part of our mission. So,
okay.
Sorry, I was reading Elizabeth's question in the chat.
Yes, Elizabeth.
Yeah. I'm happy to explain if walking through that paragraph is. So really what my thinking was listening to how you're pulling out context, because of course you have to, that's so critical, you have to be able to distill conversations about racism from racism, right? That's one of the core challenges your value proposition is. Another paradigm for that would be regulated industries where they have a legal obligation if there is a valid complaint. If people are complaining about, going to get a flu shot, and there's problems with this, that's a different problem that the manufacturer has to sort out. Are they just complaining, or is there a real problem? And so a lot of these big companies who have funds for this sort of problem just avoid having a presence at all. So we can't hear you. And this is true. So it'd be really interesting if you had a commercial application for the context engine, just to have, because they will have to have a human decision maker say, we file this as an official report of a complaint. We have enough momentum here that we now have an obligation, or our legal team says we don't. So it'd be really interesting to hear if you have any B2B plans for applying this in a slightly different context.
Yeah, this is what we are also doing right now, is that we are applying and building some custom moderation rules for some of our clients in order to detect and prevent, in order to detect and alert some of our clients if there is a problem like that. We also provide some good statistics to our client about what we found in their platform or on their social network, on their employee social network. We are alerting them, providing some transparency report, some statistics. We are helping them on what should do they moderate, and where do they have to put the cursor. We also providing them some tools to help them block some particular user, like
I have to cut you, Charles, because the issue here, we're talking about products, and we're way over our time. It's fascinating because you do things that we would suspect, but you're doing it. So I think a lot of people are going to have a lot of questions about how and other applications. Please be in contact with everyone. For the next one, we should try to focus more on the business deal, because it's so tempting to kind of go into that conversation because it's fascinating. So thank you, Charles. Thank you for participating. Everyone, go on your rating sheet. Just put your little your score, and that will really be helpful to decide in real time who will be the winner of the speech contest. Let's go to the next presentation, and thank you, Charles, again. With Geopass, Hervé, you can put your slides, and thank you for your patience for waiting, because we have a tendency to go a little over.